Well, Caitlin Markham's ex-fiancé headed to prison nearly 13 years after her disappearance.
John Carter was sentenced today after pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter instead of the original murder charges. WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson, who's been following this case since her disappearance back in 2011. She's live outside of the Butler County Courthouse tonight with reaction to Carter getting the maximum today. Karen.
Yeah, good evening again, Cherie. You know, Judge Dan Hoy gave John Carter an opportunity to speak before he was sentenced, but Carter declined. So we still don't know what happened to Caitlin. No explanation and no apology.
The court finds, based upon the serious nature of this offense and the factors that have previously been indicated, that anything short of the maximum sentence would demean the seriousness of the offender's conduct and its impact upon the victim, and therefore will impose a definite term of incarceration of 36 months.
Carter was taken into custody immediately after sentencing. Dave Markham, Caitlin's father, had a front row seat. It was actually a packed courtroom filled with many people who never knew Caitlin, but who helped in searches for her or became connected to the case in other ways over the last 13 years. Carter reported Caitlin missing from her Fairfield townhome in August of 2011. Her remains were located nearly 2 years later in Cedar Grove, Indiana. Carter repeatedly denied being involved in her death. Then last year, after the Butler County Prosecutor's Office took a look at the case, he was indicted on murder charges. Last month, 3 weeks before his trial was supposed to start, he asked for a plea deal and pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter.
That is why there's no closure. I still do not know the whole story. And not that I would have believed him, because he's lied for 13 years, but he's offered no explanation, hasn't even tried. And that just, to me, that just shows his character.
And Caitlin's story is far from over. Speaking to Dave after the sentencing today, he says he wants to work with lawmakers for what he calls a Caitlin's Law, which in his mind, it would be a way for the lawmakers to extend the statute of limitations for some smaller crimes like abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence when they're tied to other bigger crimes like murder. So I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a lot more from him in the coming months about Caitlin's Law. Reporting live in Hamilton tonight, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Karen, I am curious. I know that Carter had a handful of people in the courtroom as well today supporting him. Did any of them talk with you after court?
Yeah, you know, I was actually right in the front entrance when they walked in. He had about 10 people with him. His wife was with him. His mother was with him. They didn't say anything when they walked in. When they walked out, we gave them an opportunity to speak, but they declined.
All right, Karen Johnson live in Butler County. She's been all over this case from the very beginning. Karen, thanks so much.